bit miserable.
I don't care.
They're so antisocial.
Rude, ignorant people.
Hey, these lot, to be honest.
Too many people are suffering.
How bigoted and racist we are. They're committing genocide and we need it to stop.
In this video, I'll be asking British people what they hate about the UK, so you know what to watch out for. Let's go. And where in the UK are you from?
Cambridge.
Born and bred in Cambridge or other places?
Born and bred.
What brings you to London?
Working.
What do you hate about the UK?
Rude, ignorant people. And there seems to be a lot of them.
Do you have examples of rude, ignorant people you've come across or you've seen?
Just no manners, no respect for others, which is priceless. And, you know, it don't cost anything to be nice.
Where are you from in the UK?
Sorry.
Born and bred? Lived there your whole life? Or?
Yeah, living over, yeah, always lived there, yeah.
What's Surrey like?
Yeah, it's nice.
What's nice about it?
It's like pretty safe, bit of space around you, it's nice, it's just a nice place to live, yeah.
Okay. What do you hate about the UK?
Traffic in London, price of everything, it's a fortune over here.
Going on about traffic, so do you drive?
Yeah.
So where's the traffic the worst for you?
London, yeah. I drive up here every day and it takes me hours. It's only like 15 miles something from my house and it takes me like an hour and a half in the morning to get here. Sometimes 2 hours, getting home a good hour and 15 minutes.
What route is that? Which motorway?
That's down the A3 all the way and then all through Putney and that, and yeah. But
what do you do?
I've got a catering stall just over there actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, to do that, yeah.
Where are you from?
Scotland.
Nice. Okay, I haven't any Scottish people so far. Where in Scotland are you from?
Like Glasgow.
Glasgow
as well.
If people go to Scotland, specifically Glasgow, where do you recommend they should go to?
Don't know. Nowhere. Buchanan Galleries.
What brings you to London today?
Magic Mike.
Fair enough. Literally just Magic Mike.
And Winter Wonderland. Yeah.
What do you hate about the UK aside from the weather?
Everything.
Okay, can you be a little bit more specific about some things that you hate?
The people.
Why do you hate the people?
Because they're not nice.
Have you had examples of people not being nice to you?
Yeah, people here are not nice. They're very rude.
What's happened?
And they just walk into you and they don't, like, I say sorry when they don't, so I don't like that.
That makes sense. You?
I'd also say people's attitudes.
What have you experienced that you haven't liked in terms of their attitudes?
Just like ignorance. Don't have any examples, but just in general ignorance.
Okay. And where in the UK are you from?
I'm from North Hertfordshire.
Born and bred or have you lived out other places?
I'm born and bred in England.
Yep.
Yeah, I've lived here all my life.
Just in North Hertfordshire or have you lived in other places in the UK?
In Essex.
Okay.
I'm an Essex girl, really.
What do you hate about the UK?
The politics.
Okay.
We seem to have a raft of politicians that are not fit for purpose. And that's why I'm here today, because of Gaza, and that our politicians are doing nothing about it.
What would you like them to do?
I'd like them to stop sending arms to Israel. I'd like them to sanction Israel. I'd like them to stop any connection with Israel. They're committing genocide and we need it to stop a year ago, and it's a disgrace.
And which politicians in particular do you think should be or could do something to address that or aren't doing what they should be doing?
Well, I mean, Keir Starmer's our Prime Minister. It's down to him at the end of the day. They got rid of Jeremy Corbyn because he wanted to promote the issues in Palestine, so that didn't go down well with all their Israeli friends, so they got rid of him.
Politics.
Yeah?
Yeah, leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough. Your heritage, were your parents British?
Yeah.
Nice. So where in the UK have you been living?
I've lived in Scotland and now I live in Norfolk.
What's the best thing about Norfolk?
The sunsets, yeah, sunsets, and it's actually quite beautiful though, very flat.
Aside from the weather, what do you hate about the UK?
The politics, the lack of acceptance of climate change, just generally the British politics I think suck. I don't think they're inclusive and I think we're doing too many people a lot of harm.
What would you like to see improved about the politics?
I'd like it to be more inclusive. I'd like it to be it'll never happen, politicians actually doing what they say they're going to do and not feathering their own bloody pockets. We're a multi-racial society and we should recognise we need to get rid of the NHS. It's broken. We're throwing dead money. I'm a nurse. We're throwing money after money and it's not going to work now. They need to come up with a cunning plan. Too many people are suffering. That's one of my biggest issues.
What do you think is the alternative to the NHS then?
I don't know, unfortunately. I think there's going to have to be some kind of two-tier system, maybe private, which isn't going to work for everybody, but it works in other countries. Okay. So I don't really know, but I don't think throwing money after something that's bust is working.
What in particular as a nurse do you see broken about the NHS?
Basically their services, they're understaffed, they can't provide the care they should do. We're acting like a third world country, in my opinion. And over and above that, social services, too many children are dying. Again, it's resources. My other big one is the civil service. They've just been awarded a 4-day week, but being paid for 5 days, and that is not being publicised, and that's happening. That is wrong.
I have not heard about that. I'm going to have to research. Really? So they're going to get a 4-day week?
So they're getting a 4-day week, but being paid for 5.
And they're only going to have to work the normal shifts for a 4-day week?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, how do they get the money for that?
I don't know. I guess, you and I as a taxpayer, it's another governmental plan, but keep them sweet so they don't strike. They've already put in for another rise. They've just had one over and above. I'm not a political animal, but these are the things that get me.
Where are you from?
I'm from West London, Chelsea.
Lived there your whole life?
Yeah, I grew up there, innit?
What do you hate about the UK?
Some of the people, bro. Some people are annoying. You try to chat to some people in London, they're so antisocial. You go to other places in England, you go to other cities, people will talk to you more. So it's hard to chat to people. I mean, I got a girl right now, trying to wife her, so I ain't gonna say too much. But before that, it's hard to talk to people, innit?
Where are you from?
Oxford.
Lived there your whole life?
Moved to London 3 years ago. 4 years. And I moved 3 years ago.
What do you hate about the UK?
The politics.
Lots of people have said that today. What about the politics do you not like?
Well, just this week, how they've put through the ban on giving the puberty blockers to trans youth, which feels like an absolute joke. It's still healthcare that is going to be given to cisgender children. They've made it seem like it's about medical research and that it might be harmful, but they're still going to use them in cancer treatments and for cis youth that find puberty early to be distressing. So it's just an absolute joke, and things like that happen all the time, and it's just really sad and upsetting.
Is this an issue that's personal to you, and if so, why?
Well, no, I'm not trans, but I'm queer, but I feel like trans youth are one of the most sort of undercared for part of our population. The suicide rate is so high, it's just really upsetting to see us neglecting a really vulnerable section of our society, and the fact that comes from the government is just, it's so upsetting.
What do you hate about the UK?
I don't know, I feel like I can't really top that. I was going to say
You don't need to top it, just you don't need to top it, just say what you were thinking.
I was going to say something like train prices or something like that.
Okay.
No, but that is a
That's
joke
what-
as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
What is it about the train prices that you hate?
I mean, they're just like ridiculously high, and especially if it's like peak times, people trying to get to work, and then often, you can pay 40, 50 quid and you don't even have a seat as well.
But where are you from in the UK, Peter?
London, mate. Yeah.
London born and bred?
Yeah, mate. Waterloo.
What do you hate about the UK?
Wages. They're rubbish. Like people on minimum wage and that. Like living grafting for nothing. Yeah. No.
What do you think could be done about that?
Ideally, tax people less. I mean, you work hard and the government just takes bare tax. Half of your money gone. I mean, you work 70 hours or whatever, and then you got nothing to show for it. Then you got to pay your rent and all that. To be honest with you, that's why enough man now are on benefits and all that. Because what's the point going to work? You're better off just sitting at home on your settee. You know what I mean? What's the point going out to work? That's why the unemployment in London and in general, man don't care. What are you going to work for? What? Peanuts.
And where are you from in the UK?
I'm from York.
York?
Yeah.
Born and bred or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, cool. What's York like?
Busy.
Is it?
Yeah.
If people go to York, what's one thing they should do?
Oh, good question. Go to Doe-Eyed in York, yeah.
What's that?
Pizza place, really good drinks.
Nice. What do you hate about the UK?
Public transport.
London has some of the best public transport in the world. What do you not like about it? Not just London, but I guess when you say public transport, what don't you like about public transport?
In York, it's just so busy, and there's not enough buses.
You want more buses in York?
Yeah, I want more buses in York.
You're not driving around now?
Not in York, it's rubbish to drive in York.
Okay. Why is that?
It's just so busy, the roads are so busy.
Gosh, I thought York would be quieter than London.
No.
And where are you from in the UK?
East London.
East London born and bred or London born and bred?
Born and bred, yeah.
What do you hate about the UK?
It's expensive, especially in London. Yeah.
What in particular is expensive?
Just food, everything, travel, everything.
And where are you from?
I'm from London.
London born and bred?
Yes.
Alright, so the question is, what do you hate about London?
I don't like it when it's too busy, the people move too slowly, you're trying to get places and it's so overcrowded, and yeah, that's the main thing.
Which areas do you try to avoid that may have slow walkers in?
At Christmas time, probably central London, I'd say. It's a bit too busy, but if you're in the right mood, it can be nice.
And where are you from?
Hillingdon.
Hillingdon?
Uxbridge.
Uxbridge. Alright, cool. So London born and bred, or have you lived over? Yeah.
Whole life,
Yeah, whole life, yeah.
Nice. What do you hate about the UK?
The people.
Yeah,
The people. The people, 100%.
What do you hate about the British people?
They're just not nice around London. I think up north they're nicer people, but like round here, if you said hello to someone on the street, they just give you a weird look. Like,
Yeah, I think that impression.
yeah.
Alright. So talk me through this Christmas jumper of yours. I'm loving it.
Well, no, it's Ned Flanders. We're going to the darts later, so
What's the Dutch?
World Championship darts. Yeah. We're going.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are they quite pricey?
I don't know actually how much they were. One of my mates bought them, so.
Are you not paying it back?
Nah, definitely not.
Is it a Christmas present?
No, he says I'm not paying him back. That's all.
And you just thought you'd go as Ned Flanders Christmas
We've
jumper?
all gone Christmas champions. He's got the Grinch on.
What's yours? Let's see yours.
My little Grinch one.
Okay.
Not too special.
He's got Panland. They need to come in as well, I think. But they've been.
Do you want to show your Christmas jumpers at least? Come on.
We got a Power Ranger there as well.
Power Ranger? Who's got a Power Ranger one? Oh, come on. Oh, you're dressed as a Power Ranger? Wow. Just pan around. Wow, okay. That's very brave.
I know, mate, I know. I was very worried that these weren't coming, and unfortunately I did get stitched up. But I mean...
Wait, so were you all meant to be Power Rangers?
Yeah. No, I drew the short straw, unfortunately, but on the bright side, there is no bright side, but
Respect to you for sticking with it.
yeah.
Talk about your loves and hate about London, UK.
I hate these lot, to be honest. After that, I'm currently just hating life at the moment. Being a Power Ranger here. Like, yeah, I just feel stitched up. I just feel horrible at this point, to be honest.
It's a bit miserable. People in quite a bad mood all the time. Yeah. Rent. Yeah, that's the big one.
The litter.
The litter. Oh,
Yeah.
Litter.
Yeah. The winter, like cold like this, is so depressing. When it's sunny, I love it.
Yeah.
If it was grey, I wouldn't be smiling right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have walked past you.
Well, thank you for stopping then.
I'd have to say expensive. Yeah, really expensive.
What in particular do you find to be expensive in the UK?
Eating out, that's really expensive.
What do you hate about the UK?
Well, the weather, and pretty much the weather. And everything's like expensive. I hate that everything's like, yeah, pricey, yeah.
What in particular comes to mind about being expensive in the UK?
Like property, like buying a place, it's like impossible. And the last few years, yeah, things got like, even like going shopping is like super pricey, but yeah.
What I detest about the UK is that white privilege that they suffer from.
What do you hate about the UK?
The weather. I wish I was in Spain, but mainly the weather.
Okay.
But I like the people, everything's fine.
Okay. Aside from the weather, what do you hate about the UK?
Sometimes people can be withdrawn. So it would be nice if people became a little bit more outgoing instead of hiding all the time.
Like you, very outgoing. Thank you for taking the time to have this conversation.
Okay, I enjoyed speaking to you.
Thank you. What do you hate about the UK?
Oh, I actually don't really hate that much about it. I feel like everyone always says the weather, but I actually quite like, it keeps you on your toes a bit.
Okay.
You never know if it's going to be like sunny or if it's going to be rainy, or like it's a bit of fun every day you step out your door. Not really sure what it's going to be like.
What's something you hate or dislike about the UK?
How bigoted and racist we are, basically. I mean, we're getting better, but still, we've got a long way to go.
Why do you say that? Why do you think the UK is bigoted and racist?
Well, we've still got fascists running around and right-wingers, and they shouldn't exist. So that's why I think, and they do exist, yeah? So until people stop getting beaten up because of their colour or because they're women, I'm not particularly happy.
Have you had any personal experiences with people who are bigoted or fascist or racist?
I've seen it to others, not so much to myself, but yeah, I've seen it all my life in London. I lived in Brixton for a long time, saw it there, and I still see it to this day every day. Excuse me.
So you have children who are dating people who are not white. First of all, just give us some details about the background of those people.
Well, my daughter goes out with a Vietnamese guy and my son goes out with a Gujarati girl. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, like white people that I around within the school, the mums and dads of the school group, that's the weirdest flipping questions. Like, so how come your kids go out with non-white kids?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
So it maybe like people are trying very hard to be more inclusive, and education, I certainly noticed that through the school system, that the kids were sort of much better educated, but it still flipping exists.
So to even ask that question suggests that it's something that shouldn't take place, or there's some kind of issue with it, so it's weird that they would ask that. What was your response to that?
Well, I was just dumbfounded. I don't really know what to say. It's completely alien to me and my kids, and they're very passionate about being to say inclusive is insulting. We're all human beings, and that's all there is to it, really. Yep. So yeah, I think it's still sadly quite noticeable in this country.
Okay. And have there been any other instances with regards to your children's relationships that have been, I guess, bigoted or racist that you've seen? Or?
No, I think all the kids around them are really pro the kind of inclusive. I mean, I don't want to use the word inclusivity again, because this needs to be normalised.
Exactly.
In fact, I do a stage at Boomtown, and my whole thing there is to include, and it's like, I'm old and I'm a DJ, and I'm female, so I'm underrepresented, but it's to include all underrepresented people and make it a normal thing for us all to be together, not to be all gay or all lesbian or all black or all Asian, or but to be representing all of us all at the same time in the same place. And yeah, so that's kind of my passion, as it were, because you go to most festivals and you might get a stage that's got the sort of rap scene or a bit of drum and bass, but there's so many other cultures in London as well that, I mean, London's good for that. London has got an amazing collection of people with so many cultures from around the world that are represented here, but still racism in London.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Cody and I'm embarking on an exciting challenge going from 600 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. I need your help to achieve this. I am a YouTuber, I make great exciting videos, traveling, asking people about hot topics. You can check out my videos, subscribe, follow, share and like. Let's hit this target of 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. Together we can do this. Let the internet unite and let's make this happen.